Hello everyone, this is Foxhound coming back again with another video. Today I am going to bring the F-19 HELLCAT and I'm going to assess if this strike fighter is equal to what considered one of the best strike fighters of the game. If it is worth it for it, which is going to come in the next battle pass. It's going to be here very soon, but nowadays I will be able to test it finally against another players, and because right now the game has updated, we are expecting that there are not going to be any new things happening at the moment. So first I'm going to do a very brief comparison with the Flogger. Yeah, just to have very regular statistics over here. Flogger represents more HP, but all across the board we are seeing that HELLCAT is better on statistics alone. But still we'll have to assess how we are going to do with the HELLCAT. So I'm going to bring it into a match over here, right? Lovely. Okay, let's try the first match over here on Storm. Let's see how the new strike fighter is going to do. In general, I think it's going to be very good. It's anti-everything, anti-air, but let's see how we fare against everything, right? So let's see, we have a legendary player on our side, Anton. That's already making it a little bit unfair, but okay, what can we say? What can we do, right? We are going to launch, of course, our fighter to do its thing. I'm going to launch the helicopters, and I'm also going to start launching strike fighter over here. And let's see how we are going to do. Something that I noticed over here, once we are on range, you should be able to use the cannon even if you are not facing completely the ship, which is something very interesting actually. So I'm going to try that on my third salvo, but as you notice, I did just a small example over there, right? I am able to target the ship even though I am not completely facing with the cannon, so that's something to consider that you can do. And you can also accomplish a good amount of damage on that. Let's launch our fighter again, and we're going to again send the second one on the air, HELLCAT. F-19 HELLCAT. I don't know if they wanted to do a reference to Tomcat or something like that. Because I would have preferred if they could just to make Tomcat better, you know, instead of just creating a new strike fighter. We are seeing that, as suspected, against, for example, a strong battleship with strong air defenses, unless you get very close, it's not like you're going to completely penetrate the defenses, but still, you can do things. So we were able to destroy that battleship over here. Let's remember if this is anti-sub. I don't think it is. Let's see. No anti-sub, but that's okay. I mean, the strike fighter is already good as it is. Let's try hitting the storm. No, I don't feel good about this. Just in case, I actually do not feel good. Because yeah, I mean, it's a good strike fighter. Let's just test a couple of things. I'm not going to... So as you can see, you can also target air with this strike fighter. On top of that, so yeah, it's pretty much a little bit busted on that side of things. We are going to start heading towards that submarine. This game is over, yeah. But overall, I think we'll need a couple more matches to test. But for the time being, let's start to slowly go towards this helicopter over here. Start throwing the grenade launcher over here, and then that's just going to be the end of it, right? The noise that we make with the grenade launcher is actually pretty satisfying. I noticed that the legendary player died. That's okay, he doesn't want even patient just to wait for the match to end. I guess that is okay. So where this was match number 1, right? Overall, yeah, he performed okay-ish. But it was a little bit biased because we had a legendary player on our side. Let's see how we did with the damage. 336 for a total of 3 launches. And so it's okay. It's not like wow. Because I mean, wow is like 500, 600k. But of course, Storm is a different map. Let's go into the second match, shall we? Lovely. So let's try this match over here. Let's see what we do. Overall, one of my thoughts about Strike Fighter, I still want to do more tests. I mean, of course, you cannot fully penetrate on battleships, as you K9 is better at that. But any other type of ship, you should be good to go. We are going to launch our fighter over here. Let's see what we're dealing with. Very low players. I am not feeling good about this. I'm not feeling very good about this, but oh well. It is what it is. So after this, I guess we're just going to wrap it up. I don't want to be abusing that I have like a Nemesis and things like that. Anyways, so as you can see, I can target air, yeah, as well with this strike fighter, which is very, very good. We're going to start targeting this Hobart and see how we do, right? So 32 were able to penetrate into the frigate. Let's see if we launch only this one. Now I'm going to launch the 2 of them. Yep. Yeah, 36. So it's not like I am like penetrating heavily. So it's not like wow, like level like you know, SU-39 or anything like that. So, but of course it's still very good looking. I think you will be able to do even better when you get close to a target. Let's like this one over here that is trying to get close to us, right? So we are going to do this exactly. We're going to pay our respects to this lovely player over here. Yeah, if you get on close distance, I think you are able to do way more rather than just to staying far away. Even if you launch only 2 volleys, you are able to do more, let's put it this way, in comparison to anything else. I'm going to start moving to the right side because I noticed my team decided to completely leave me by myself. And even though this is a Nemesis and things like that, still things can go sour. So who would have thought I had to start using it as an actual ship, right? Anyways, so we have that going on at the moment. Yeah, Admiral who? Admiral, let me see, Admiral O or something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch I cannot launch my strike fighters, sadly. But we are going to just continue moving on this side, right? Yeah, my team was wonderful, right? It was very wonderful. So what I will do as soon as I get the opportunity, I am just going to push forward, launch my strike fighters, hide under the water. It's something that I can do, right? And then we are going to continue doing the review, shall we? Okay, let's play that game over here, right? Now I am safe. So I'm going to start hitting this guy hard, right? Oh, I think he died. Yeah, that was it. It's time for this guy over here. Oh, my second kill. I think I may need another match because that was just quite a display for the strike fighter. That's a good amount of damage over there. So by all means, this strike fighter does way better when you get close. It's time to come now on the surface, and it's time to deal with the submarine, right? We're going to bring one of our helicopters. So overall, I mean, at the beginning I was thinking he was not, I mean, he was doing okay. but because I had just a couple of matches with this one. But I have to say that the noise, if you are able to get close, you are able to do quite nasty damage. So that means that your effectiveness at the beginning of the match is not going to be as high, but then afterwards you will be able to do very good amount of damage. Lovely, so that was match number 2. Yeah, let's see how we deal with the damage this time around. 2.2 million damage. Let's see how we did over here. The cannon. I didn't launch my grenade launcher. That was interesting, but that's okay. Total damage on the first HELLCAT 649, so that's better, right? But I launched 6 of them. Second one 224. So overall very good damage. I think that was okay. Of course the players over here were low level sadly, but well, it is what it is. Let's go into the third match and I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, let's try this match over here. So as usual, we are going to have on the right side something that I noticed about Nemesis is like it's not as indestructible as I thought it was going to be, right? Someone left the match. That was interesting. We are going to launch our fighter and we're going to try to find the carrier. I don't think they do have a carrier, so that already puts people at a disadvantage again. We are going to start targeting over here now with our strike fighter. My fighter got destroyed, but that's okay. That's why we have more, right? More planes at our disposal. Someone is using HLQ. Yeah, is using missiles against me. I am okay with that. We have 3 planes of that. You notice that I'm not able to do like crazy damage from far away, but if I get close, my missiles are able to penetrate. So you have to be willing to say, look, I'm going to do around the what is it called, around 80 damage, right? If you're able to get close per volley of attack. Hopefully you're able to launch 2, right? So let's start that aggressive approach over here. The submarine is not hiding. Now it is. Okay. Good tactic from a submarine. I recommend you can stay on the surface, and once the strike fighter, or sorry, the carrier starts to attack you, you are still wasting the missiles of the strike fighter. So technically it is a good tactic to take into account. Let's launch the second one and continue supporting the team over here, right? On the right side. And continue testing the strike fighter. Let's see what we can do. So then I'll give you my final thoughts, of course, once we're at the end of things, right? So okay, here we are getting close. Second volley, somewhat. I did good damage, but again, this is a somewhat. Nothing wrong if it's a somewhat, but bear in mind, I mean, it's a destroyer, so it's not like, wow, it's like crazy. I mean, it's good, it's a good strike fighter. Obviously, it's not going to be at the level of SU-39 because that's a gacha strike fighter and one of the best, if not the best, on the game. But under the right circumstances, as you can see, I'm able to do good amount of damage. But if the ship is alone as it is right now, it's going to have a very bad time, and you're able to do a good amount of stuff with it. Let's go into the second one. Is someone trying to target me or something? I'm going to leave my Nemesis over there, because at the end of the day they are just wasting their resources on me. We're going to start targeting now this Ishiwara over here. Yep, that was the third one. Let's go for... We have 2 more to go. We have a blue shark. That's why we... Guys, don't do that. Do not use this type of ships that pretend to be carriers. They are not carriers. You are putting your team at a disadvantage. Please don't do that. So because they had this pretending to be a carrier thing, that's why they were at a disadvantage. So that was pretty much game over here, right? Let's see what happens over here. Yep, that was victory. I'm going to tell you my final thoughts about this strike fighter. Is it worth it or is it not worth it? Okay. So as you can see, let's see the statistics over here. 782 damage, even more than the previous two matches. It does require. Okay, first of all, let's see this before I start saying anything else, right? Statistics, okay, that was good. What are my thoughts about this strike fighter? Okay, you need to get not extremely close, but mid distance in order to be able to do good damage. If you are from far away and you are attacking a cruiser or a battleship, you may feel that you are not going to do a lot of damage with this. However, once the match continues and you start seeing ships by themselves, you can actually do fairly good damage with this thing. It's anti-flare, you can target the planes, which is in my book amazing. It's something that you can use outright on a Charles de Gaulle, because I think you need to have a plane that is able to target other planes if you use Charles de Gaulle, so that pass that check. It's still not sacrificing a lot of damage when you are doing that, which is impressive. So overall, is it worth it? I think it is. I think it's completely worth it. So you can do more damage into this. Is it at the level of Meek? It's tricky for me to say. I prefer the MiG. Don't get me wrong, this is an amazing strike fighter, but I'm more biased into grenade launchers on my strike fighters. They just simply penetrate and there's nothing they can do about it. Missiles, on the other hand, they can be intercepted, but still, it's very good, it's very fast, it looks amazing. Is it at the level of Harrier? Tricky, because with Harrier you can do a lot of other things. But if you don't have a good strike fighter, this is something that I would recommend you getting, and this is me for the second time. But you need practice. Don't feel I'm saying this already. Don't feel disappointment if you buy it and then you are not penetrating air defenses from ships immediately. Unless you are in mid distance, you will not be able to penetrate defenses. Okay, I am giving that advice. Hope that this was useful for you guys. I hope that you like the comment, leave a subscription over here as well for my pains and suffering. And I hope that I will see you, of course, in the next one. This is Foxhound signing off. Have a good day, everyone.